Let's do this. All right. So, if you are brand new here today, welcome. I do want to start off by welcoming our newest members of the Love Train. We have new subscribers from Seattle, Washington, from Brisbane, Australia, also the Netherlands, and Alaska. Awesome. And Houston, Texas. So, a big welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here and bringing your light here. Um, Couple of topics today I want to address because there's some really, yeah, see, you guys are saying intense. Yeah, I'm going to address that because how we respond or react to this intensity really does affect the outcome because we are conscious creators. The energy is here for us to tap into. And so I thought today it was really, really important for me to be here with you guys live and to dig a little deeper so that to give you some tools as to how to get through these times. Lots and lots going on. So I want to start with one of the there's a very deep healing going on, and this is globally and in the collective. And this is inner child healing. And even if your human has done a ton of work on this, there are energies still being healed. They're going to continue to be healed throughout the end of December, I'm shown. Now, here's the cool thing. The who man needs to do nothing with this inner child healing that's going on. So when you see things like this, look at this spike today. This was 10 a.m. Pacific time today. I felt this and thought, let me see what is going on. This is a really high intensity, high frequency. This is like, they're giving us a little, a little shock treatment with some love and light, knowing what's going on. Now, let me move the melon. You can see this was all, gosh, deep purging and integration. And this, for most of you, is feeling yucky. I'll tell you why, because it's digging in to the most sensitive parts of the inner child that have not been completely reconciled yet. And that's literally every dense emotion that your inner child ever felt created a part that's now requiring understanding. Now, here's again. The who man need do nothing, but the who man is going to be aware you could be feeling this. You could be feeling a little bit of sadness, a little bit of anger, even. So there's it's an opportunity for you to be the observer of it and say, okay, I feel sad and I'm going to allow myself to feel it. Because one of the biggest things that has come forward in these energies and in these healings, and this is on the quantum level, is the power. The inner child is leading its own healing in this. So they're very empowered. They know they come from source and they just want an understanding to allow to release this energy. And one of the coolest messages that came in, and I already feel that this is going to be attached to whatever we're going to experience this Thursday in focus group, is that this is for all of us. This is for the inner child, for all of us, everybody here, for anybody you know. You are never wrong for how you feel. Never, ever, ever. You are never wrong for how you feel. And so, any time that you were told or meant to feel that that created a part that needed healing and understanding. So, just keep that in mind, that you're never wrong for how you feel, and your inner child is never wrong for how they feel. So if anybody tells you your feelings are wrong, just go, thank you very much, and blah, blah, blah. Move along. Thank you for your false opinion. Not true, not true, not true. So really, this is like a time to go inward. I see some of you saying, yeah, dreams. So much is happening in the dream state. Here's my advice: do not try to analyze it. We're healing in multi-dimensional levels and multi-dimensional existences. So the noodle can't even, like, this is like beyond the noodle's comprehension. But just know that I mean, wacky dreams is all stuff being healed that our human does not need to understand it. It's all being healed on a consciousness level. And for those of you who've had trauma, childhood trauma, this is really, there's a lot of anger and a lot of resentment energy, and it's good. Allow yourself to feel it. Okay, allow yourself to feel it. So remember, we got to feel it to heal it, but we don't need to relive the trauma in order to heal it. It's about helping those feelings become reconciled. And if you need help with this, please reach out. Now, here's the thing. If you want to know what to focus on, if you are like survived a trauma and now you feel like some of this stuff is bubbling up or some of the anger is bubbling up or some of the depression is bubbling up, the counterbalance to that is freedom, feeling your freedom. That seems to be just, I'm seeing it in clients, I'm seeing it in the collective, that as the healing happens for the inner child, they really want to focus on a state of being of freedom. So if you remember, it's wherever we put our focus is what we're recreating. And I'm going to attach that in a few minutes once I go through the Schumann. I'm going to attach that to the upcoming elections because that's created a whole Shiat show, as it always does. So let's change that. Let's make that a totally different experience this time. And we have the ability. The power's here, the energy's here. It's just how do we focus into that? So I'm going to get into that. But let's look at the Schumann. I did want to share that though about the inner child. It's being reconciled, and your inner child is way empowered, way, way, way empowered. Okay. So, just, but I want, when you're aware of it and it starts to pop up in your field, don't feel that sense of hopelessness or like it's getting worse. It's not getting worse. It's coming up for you to feel it so that you can heal it. And again, it's all done on a consciousness level. So, all right, let me talk about this. So this, wow. This is just really, really digging and digging and digging. Remember, as we raise our consciousness, it's tugging what's on the bottom to be cleared. So that's why we're all feeling this. And are you triggered by it or are you observing it? When we're the observer, we can go, okay, I am witnessing this. Now you're in your power. You're staying in your power. So just kind of keep that in mind and say, okay, I'm aware of what this is. I'm aware of what this is. And the breath is extremely powerful. Okay. I'm reading. Da, da. Okay, we've got some dream experts in here. I love it. Dreams just are, yeah, it's basically when the human's sleeping, you, all the spirits and guides are able to really, really push heavier healing because the human's not getting in the middle. Because remember, we do have free will, so we tend to get in our own way most of the time, and this way they have like they can just go at whatever is requiring healing. All kinds of things. The other day when I woke up, I was seeing holograms of neon characters, and I kept blinking my eyes, and I was like, "Oh, they're definitely right here." Whatever that means, don't know, but it was cool. It was cool. I just allow it all to happen now, and if I need to know, one of them will tell me what the heck it was. But it didn't feel scary. I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like little neon cartoon characters. I kept blinking, and I was like, "Okay, they're here. They're still here. Hello, nice to meet you." Welcome to the party. All right, let's take a peek at this other, at the chakra chart. And then I'm going to talk about the US elections because there's so much energy around that. Not necessarily all good. And we don't want that. We're powerful creators and we want to flip that script around, don't we? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, here we go. So you can see, look at that spike. All chakras. Got it. Full blast. And this was very, very high frequency when I looked at it. And then you can see that there was additional light that came in behind it, way less intense. But this is all purposeful. Remember, this is our light. We create, we literally create the Schumann. What are you focusing on? You focusing on light or are you focusing on lower frequencies? So with regard to the election, here is how the guides are bringing this in strong and clear. Focus on what it is you want to create. Do not focus on hate. Do not focus on separation. Don't focus on everything that you are seeing and thinking is wrong because now you're focusing downward. So you can just say, am I contracted? You get all contracted when you're talking about the election. You are now recreating what you do not desire. So you're going to vote with love because the energy is everything. Energy is everything, yes, including in elections. So if we give our energy to a negative, any kind of a negative view, you're now joining that collective energy and creating that negative reality. Versus if you bring light to the whole situation, right? Wherever there is dark energy, when you bring in the light, the dark energy can no longer exist. So when when you are choosing, choose from a place of love. In other words, not I can't stand that person. That's now we're recreating more separation. We're in unity consciousness now. We're powerful creators. So we want to create a state of being. Don't you want peace? Don't you want freedom? So have peace in your heart when you go. If there are pain bodies in the line when you get, which there will be, stand in your power. I am choosing to vote from a state of being of pure love. I am voting in complete peace because I don't want to add to this pain body of separation. Better than, smarter than, why aren't they awake? Why can't they see that? That is just literally you're focusing on the shit pile that you want to avoid, quite literally. Stay in your power, go within, focus on your breath, and vote with love. Listen, we all saw collective healings happen around the hurricane that everybody said it was going to do this, and everybody really anchored in, focused on peace, and neutralized the energy around that. And so, the only way you can neutralize the energy around this election, if you are triggered and fired up, is to go within and go with your heart and be the light. Be the light. Otherwise, including afterwards, what do people say? Oh, 4 more years of this. Well, now, okay, great. That's where you're directing your energy. It's go within, stay in your power. The energy that is here, the noodle cannot not comprehend. The noodle cannot comprehend. And by staying in a state of peace and staying in a state of freedom, you are now radiating that across the globe. Every time we get into a collective energy, we're radiating it across the globe. So this is our time to really shine our light. Shine your light and don't allow yourself to get triggered. Don't pay attention to anything other than your own state of being. Don't listen to other people. Don't turn the stinking TV on. It's the best way to focus on the turd again and just stay in your power. And this is this is again, it's an opportunity to really shine your light and help other people to shine their light and recognize that the real power is how am I focusing my energy and what outcome do I want? Um, so Oh, yeah, absolutely true about the hurricane. Yeah, I was part of several groups that we did some focus stuff and it's cool. It's this energy thing is not a lie, you guys. And the part about you being a powerful creator, that's definitely the truth too. And this is what we're all awakening to. So, I hope that this helped you. And for those of you who have been through trauma, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I thought I healed this," and you still feel some dense energy around it, or some sadness, or there's a lot of it is un unexpressed anger and unexpressed resentment. If you're saying, "Oh, but I never get mad," uh, your inner child it is and has been for a long time, and so it's an allowing and an observing of those emotions that will help you. And the beauty is, you don't need to do anything. We are ascending out of it. It's being lifted, literally lifted out of your energy field and alchemized. But what you can do to accelerate your own healing and to accelerate your own evolution is focus on a state of being of freedom. That seems to be just, I mean, hands down the clear winner in how to create. What do you want to create that would be opposite of the trauma? And there's definitely a state of being. So you can just look for moments in your day where you do have freedom. Because again, right, you want to align. You felt like there was no freedom here in the trauma, right? I felt helpless, right? I felt I was a victim, whatever that belief was attached to freedom is this higher timeline. So, how can you align with your freedom in your higher timeline? You wake up in the morning, you have freedom to choose. I'm choosing what I want to wear today. I'm exercising my freedom. Start to use the verbiage to get yourself aligned in that energy. And there are many moments where and what am I going to eat for breakfast? I have the freedom to choose. So instead, another, right, we don't focus on the low thing. Find moments in your day where you feel free and acknowledge it and really sit in that. And I can't stress enough the power of the breath right now. If anything is triggering you, and there's a lot of triggers right now because there's a lot of people unknowing, unconsciously walking around in their pain body, and all human pain bodies are connected. So if you feel that and say, "Ooh, I don't know why I'm feeling that. It's not even mine." Like, or you may even recognize it's not yours, but you walk in a room and you feel like, "Uh-oh, something does not, something." Go into your power with the breath. Your breath is your connection to source. That is the breath of source. So take those deep breaths and just say, I know who I am. I know who I am. And get into your heart space regardless of what is going around. So this again, this message, and I'm seeing with other creators across the board too, and other ascension guides, I think we've all been sensing this, and tomorrow does not have to be a shit show. It doesn't. It can actually be a beautiful day where everybody chooses consciously to shine their light. And you guys are all tremendous way showers here. You all have such bright lights. And so I'm empowering all of you to just step into that and just make that your focus tomorrow. Just stand in your light and be in a state of peace and love and freedom. And you're going to witness the power. And I know Thursdays focus group is going to just really, really expand upon this. There's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for us to all put our energy together and just create more love. Hey, this is the love train, people. I will remind you. Okay. So, anyway, I hope that that helps any of you who are in a situation. Again, don't let other people, friends, family get you out of your light and just have compassion. Have compassion. That's where they're at in their journey. And I know that you guys have this and hang in there. And I'm going to be in here more often doing this so that as things are unraveling and if it feels confusing, no, you're not going crazy and you do not backslide. We do not backslide. We are constantly pushing forward. And again, just remember if it feels like you're crawling through the mud, it is absolutely temporary. It's absolutely temporary. And this group has so much love and light. Like when I see this energetically, I wish I could describe to you like how it's just there's this natural glow. We're so grounded with Gaia, which is our stability. And so like we're doing this thing, guys. We are doing this. We are absolutely helping to anchor in the new 5D consciousness that is already here. The energy's here, and I'm going to help guide all of us to more freedom, more love, more joy. Like it came here to have fun. I've been on my fun path for a long time, and it used to be just me. Now it's all of you guys too. So let's make this fun and keep it light and easy. It doesn't have to be a serious thing, right? And get out there and smile and have just be compassionate with whatever. We never know what someone else's journey is. So just smile and have compassion, regardless of what space they're in, especially over the next couple of days. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. Tomorrow, for those of you who are in focus group, tomorrow the email will go out to register for it. It will be on Thursday at noon. Time change. So make sure that you use a world clock if you have to, or Google what time is it Pacific Standard Time, so that you can calculate the time. It will be at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in the US, for those of you. And then when you register, you will get the recording and the meditations. So thank you guys so much. Everybody, keep that light on tomorrow. Nothing's more powerful than your light. Absolutely nothing. And go vote with love. Vote with love, not with hate. And let's turn this Shiat show around and make it more pleasant for all of us. All right. I love you guys so, so much. And of course, tomorrow you're definitely going to see me. I've already been called. All right. I love you guys. Have a beautiful afternoon.